folks. Today we are talking about Trekking Through History by Underdog Games. I've really enjoyed the other main games that I've played by Underdog Games. They started out with Trekking the National Parks, which is a super fun game, and then they did Trekking the World, which I like even better, and then they've got this, which is a completely different style game, got some different mechanics in it, and I really enjoy it. So my wife and I just played it, but actually I did want to show you some stuff on the inside. I think that Underdog Games does an incredible job. I mean, just looking at this, like they just make the little things important as well. And so looking at the box, like it's an incredibly beautiful box. The artwork on all the cards and everything is fantastic. This is true of their other games as well. But just all of it, like even the inside, got some nice little stuff. It's fun and really well done. It is quality stuff. Rulebook, fairly straightforward. This is for your reference, the 3 rounds, the cards that are in there. You've got your time right here that you put your little stopwatch on and you're going around the board. That's how you have all the rounds and everything. But this right here is just amazing. So you can see this right here. We have on the top right here all of this stuff, which actually, like legitimately, I would not do this with hardly any other game pieces and stuff. It just snaps on really well. Everything is in there really well, so I trust that. Most things I use little baggies, even if it comes with something like this, but not with this one. It's really well done. And then another cool thing is these right here, you pick these up, and that's where you've got your stopwatch and then your little tokens. So that's just really neat. So you've got that top part, you've got each of the 3 eras of cards, and then you've got some stuff underneath it as well. So we've got some bonus cards that you can change up the game a little bit after your first one. And then we've got an actual play mat instead of a board, which is super cool, super nice. And then we've got all of these cards right here. So you're gaining these different tokens to this to get points as you take the different cards out there as well. But there is that, super duper nice, like legitimately incredible quality. So components, I am 10 out of 10. The components are just amazing. The quality, the design, everything, like the artwork is just super cool. There's just one example of a card. Everything looks great, but as you are playing this game, you have these different cards that you're pulling out. And so if I pulled out this card right here, Fly with the Wright Brothers. So this is 1903. So if I pulled that and I put it out in my Trek, I'm trying to get cards, you're trying to get points. So I would get 2 of these red tokens right here. So I get 2 of those tokens, I put them on my board, and you get points that way. So there's definitely a balance of like the ones you want to get and the ones that you don't want as much. So you're paying attention to that, but you're also paying attention to the time right here. So this is going to take 1 hour, and so you're going to move your stopwatch, and once you get to the end, you're done with that era, and you move on to once everyone's done with that, you move on to the next era. And so you only have a certain amount of time, and then you're also looking at this board right here, trying to fill that up, get points. And then the last thing you're looking at is you're trying to put these dates in order as best as you can. And so if I have 1762 and then 1903, you know, depending on which era you're in, that might be good, might not be good. So like 1903 right here is the very last one. So if you took that, you know that you wouldn't be able to put anything after it in day 1 right there. And so you're trying to put those in order. The more you put in order, you've got this scale actually on this right here, which I don't know if you can see, but if you have 2 of them before you start a new one, then it's worth 0 points. But if you have like 7, it's worth 15 points. And so the more you're able to get that are in sequential order, the more points you're able to get. So it's really cool that you're looking at all of these different things. Okay, that's a good one, but it's too much time, or that's a good one, but it's not the right date. And so trying to figure out what actually is the best for you is something that I really enjoy. So the decisions, it's a simple enough game that I feel like I can keep track of all that, but it's definitely, there's enough depth to it that trying to get there is still really, really fun, and especially because it's such a beautiful game. Like, it really is put together super, super well. I love the components. I love the gameplay. I think it works really nicely. Works great for 2, 3, or 4 players. It doesn't really change all that much or make it all that crazy, except there's going to be a lot more cards taken out. And so if you're playing a 2-player game, you can be like keeping an eye out for a certain card you're wanting to get, whereas when it comes back to your turn in a 4-player game, there's just less of a chance that that card would be out there. So overall, really, really enjoy this game. It's a card drafting game, trying to keep them in order, but then you're also looking at this, trying to get points in different ways by taking those tokens on the bottom of the card. So really enjoy that aspect, having a couple of different things that you are looking for, trying to score points in that way, and your opponents have different cards, so you're not all going for the exact same thing, which is another really nice thing right there. So that is Trekking Through History. Really great game. Definitely would recommend it. Really excited about it. Great components and all that. So hopefully that gives you just a nice little touch and a taste of what this game is, what it does, and why it may or may not be right for you. Thanks.